just in 1 second here, we're going to talk to Anna Gluskin. She's the CEO and founder. I believe she's the founder of EastGate Pharmaceuticals.com. EastGate Pharmaceuticals. They're publicly traded, by the way. ETBI, Echo, Tango, Bravo, Idaho. How you like that? Was that right, Janicus?
Wow, that's really... Huh?
Was Idaho or... No, that's India. Never mind. Okay. Echo, Tango, Bravo, India. ETBI is their stock symbol. But these guys produce and distribute healthy nutraceuticals. You know what a nutraceutical is?
Well, it's like a pharmaceutical that's made naturally.
Do you think that's accurate? Let's talk to Anna. Anna Gluskin. Anna, thank you so much for joining us here on the program today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Anna, so was he right? Was he accurate? Is a nutraceutical a pharmaceutical that's natural?
Well, let's put it this way: it's for treatment, but it's produced from natural ingredients, and pharmaceuticals produced by artificial ingredients or chemicals.
So that's right. So
I'm loving that.
Natural. All right. So talk to us.
You were there.
Yeah, it was really close. It's for the first time, Anna. 20 years on this show. Hey, talk to us about EastGate Pharmaceuticals. Tell us the whole story, because I think there's a lot. If I'm not mistaken, we had a listener or a viewer tell us about you. And let's let the rest of the TV audience across the country and the radio audience across the country know about who you folks are. Tell us about the company.
Right. Well, the company is about 3.5, a little bit close to 4 years old, but I and my associates have been in this industry for over 20 years. And we believe that really all the drugs already invented. At this point in time, we should learn how to use drugs and nutraceuticals the proper way and get best results. Because in many formulations that you have on the market today, you have the active ingredient, which is like less than 2%, and the rest of it is fillers.
Yeah.
And we believe that it's not useful.
So wait a minute. Wait. So if I'm taking something that my doctor prescribes me,
Quaalude.
Right.
No, I don't take Quaalude.
Okay.
I'm telling you, but I do. I got to take what do I?
Zebraoff or something.
No, I got to take some. What am I taking?
I don't know.
I'm taking a thyroid thing. I got to take
just making up drug
I got to
names
take
now.
a thyroid thing.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that most of that's filler?
Well, a lot of it is, yes.
No kidding. I've seen.
But if you take, for example, if you take vitamins and supplements.
Yeah.
Oh
most
yeah,
of it is
sure.
filler
Yeah.
for
Right.
sure.
Well, did you hear the story about GNC 2 weeks ago?
Something bad
The
about it.
FDA pulled off most of their supplements that had GNC labeled on them.
Yeah.
Because they had almost no ingredients in it. That's exactly what she's saying.
That's the whole point. Because what's happening is it's not like people are bad people and doing it on purpose. It's because it's very difficult to do. Is when you're looking at the nutrients and botanicals and all kinds of plants, they are made in such a way that to dissolve them and make them into a tablet or a capsule is extremely difficult. Almost impossible. You have to have a technology.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to have filler and very little of that stuff that's really good for you.
And
So what that EastGate does is we've developed a very interesting and useful technology which allows for us to dissolve these products in alcohol and in water.
Okay, so you dissolve them in alcohol and water, and that is that a proprietary advantage, Anna?
Absolutely. The technology is proprietary. We have patents that we filed on this technology. And what it does, it allows for us to have enough active ingredient to really do the job. In other words, less is more.
Yeah, well, you're exactly right.
And you don't need a pill the size of my forearm.
That's exactly right. That's exactly it. EastGate Pharmaceuticals is the name of the company. EastGatePharmaceuticals.com. ETBI, and of course, you know, it's interesting because we do a feature like this every once in a while for our audience where we talk to a small company or a company where we get to talk to the CEO because when we're talking to guys you know, for example, Newt Gingrich or something like that. You know, we're lucky to get 10 minutes with the guy.
He's no fun.
And Steve Forrest, we get somebody like this. They can tell us about this. Do you realize that this market size, the nutraceuticals market, and this is for you, for me, you guys like sports, looking at sports magazines and scoreboards. I like looking at market sizes.
Oh, yeah.
$205 billion projected
And growing.
by 2017. Now, do you realize Anna, I'm sure you know this, that if you pick up like 0.00001% of that market,
Ching.
you're like a $200 million company.
You got it.
So she knew that
Right on.
because she's the CEO. She
Now
knew.
But it gets even better.
All right,
Let me tell you,
tell
it
us.
gets even better because by actually working with our technology for the nutraceuticals, we also can transfer it into pharmaceuticals. And then you have a pill where you have, again, very little material, but extremely potent, and doing the job that 10 pills wouldn't do.
So this is about, this is exciting for me. Let me tell you why. Because it's not just about a nutraceutical company. It's about a proprietary advantage that this nutraceutical company has created that can also be applied to pharmaceuticals, right?
That's correct.
I had no idea who the hell you were, and I'm so glad we had you on.
And while you're on the line, I need some. My liver needs some help. Just send some of those drops out tonight.
Can I tell you? I can tell you right now that my email is going to blow up for this. Anna Gluskin is her name. She's the CEO of EastGate Pharmaceuticals. EastGatePharmaceuticals.com. Our television audience, Anna, we're television and radio. I don't know if you know this or not, but our TV audience is looking at your website right now. And our radio audience is hearing your story here.
Yeah.
Tell me, first of all, how do you go from a nutraceutical business where, let's face it, adoptability was a problem for a long time, and now people are understanding. Sort of that you need the supplementation, that our food supply is different than it was when our parents were growing up. So you can't just grab a wad of spinach or eat eggs and such and get everything you need. How did that adoptability gain so much acceptance in the last couple of years?
I just would like to remind you that a lot of our very potent pharmaceuticals that used in cancer treatment, in diabetes, originally came from nutraceuticals, from nutrients that are kept in all kinds of plants.
Well, wasn't all medicine basically come from the earth at one point?
A long time ago, yes, it was.
Yeah. So you go back through.
Then we got away from it and started using chemicals and all kinds of other things. But what we're doing is bringing it back to the simple question: if you can prepare a product that absorbs very well, you don't need a lot of it.
And I'm reading here the reason your product absorbs really well is it's really small particles.
That's correct.
You just break it down so that those little things get in there and say, hey, blood cell, hey, thing, boom. You guys get together and off you go to start doing your work.
Did you just say, hey, blood cell, hey, thing, hey, thing?
Exactly.
Whatever
hey, blood
the thing
cell,
is you're going
hey,
in
thing.
We're making it patient-friendly. That's the important part.
Okay, Anna,
how about that sublingual delivery? Are you guys, do you do that under your tongue, right? Huh?
Well, now we're hedging into this diabetes treatment. We know that insulin is the drug that helps patients with diabetes because they don't produce enough of it from their body.
Yeah.
So what we needed to do, and it's been almost 100 years that insulin has been discovered in Canada, but unfortunately it's a protein. It's a very large molecule, and it doesn't go in by any other way except injection. So people have to inject sometimes 6 times a day.
So now they can do sublingual to get the same effect, right?
Now, because we used our technology that we just discussed, we put a tablet under the tongue, and it's very nicely shaped, so it fits very well. You can eat, you can drink, you can talk, and then by the time the tablet dissolves completely, the insulin is in the bloodstream.
And you've got fresh, minty breath.
That's true. As a matter of fact, you're absolutely right.
Anna, I want to have you back. You're fantastic.
That was great.
You need to come back. Where are you located, by the way? What part of?
We're in Toronto, Canada.
All right, so get your butt down to San Diego, California. That's not a difficult ask.
San Diego.
Anna, thank you so much. Wow, that's
great.
Anna Gluskin, CEO.
Once again, in case you missed it,
of EastGate Pharmaceuticals.
Hey, blood cell. Hey, thing.
Can I tell you this? I tell you the second most impressive thing about that interview was?
What's that?
Number one, everything she said.
Yeah.
Number two, the fact that you knew the word sublingual.
I know.
That was fantastic.
I Googled it.
That was fantastic.